Well, Sharon, anyone who thinks bowl games don't matter didn't see this. What a celebration we just witnessed. What a game. The Gators, a dominant 41-15 win over the number 7 team in the country. Aaron, I'm here in Centennial Olympic Park, site of the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta. Back then, the city featured some of the best athletes in the world. This week, it's got some of the best in college football. Dan Mullen, Jim Harbaugh taking the stage together for a joint press conference. And if you've ever played a game of which one of these things is not like the other, yeah, it was kind of like that. I used to play in high school, wasn't that good. Gonna see if maybe things have aged better with time. So guys, let's get in position here. We're running Utah shallow, all right, on one-on-one. Wish me luck. Ready, set, go. Oh, it's picked. Tony's story isn't one that you can just tell. You have to live. What? Yeah! Matt discovered Kelly right here at 3rd Street North, now known as Slater Way. The next big thing could be out here right now. I know one thing, it's not me. Welcome into Spectrum Sports 360. I'm Pat Welter. Well, the schedule makers did not wish Orlando a happy holiday season. Since November 23rd, they've played 6 of 8 games on the road. They were home for what felt like about an hour before a stop in Dallas tonight. See these waves right here? Those are actually all of the NASCAR tracks. That's really cool. It also holds 37 Monster energy drinks. Yeah, that sounds dangerous. So this weekend in the NFL was, how do I put this, crazy? Now, I know we say that a lot, but this time I really mean it. Welcome into Face Off. I've got Mike Tuck here to my left, a longtime Orlando radio host, and another longtime radio host to my right, Chris Crawford. Radio versus radio. Who brings the hotter takes on TV? And fellas, the NBA regular season is over, so it's time to move on to all radio guys' favorite topic, the old go-to, who should win the MVP?
All right, so 6, 7, 8, 9, and thank you. Have a great time.
It's senior night at Oviedo High School. It's special for every senior.
Senior is Anthony Linden, escorted by his mother and father, Doreen and Anthony.
But it's yellow because of one.
Hey, Coach. I'll give you a big hug, but I can't.
I just gave you one in my mind.
Yeah. Everything's been, like, the support is definitely the coolest thing. Like, I never thought it could, like, anything like that could happen that I do.
You got it? Are you okay?
Yeah.
For senior tight end Britton Daniel, the yellow symbolizes support, but it also symbolizes a diagnosis.
And do you have any questions about what's going on and any symptoms?
Britton has spent most of the season here at Shands Hospital in Gainesville.
So Britton has a tumor called Ewing sarcoma. It's one of the most common bone cancers that we see in children. Having said that, it's actually relatively quite rare. We only see cancers in children in 1% of the population.
Britton comes to Shands every other week for chemo treatments.
After a couple days of chemo, then I get pretty nauseous, and that's pretty rough.
So we look at the main artery that comes out of the top of the heart. And
it can be rough and lonely here, but back home, he has a world of support. It all started August 24th. A week after the official diagnosis, Oviedo hosted a yellow out for Britton versus Timber Creek. They ran the first offensive play with just 10 guys in Britton's honor.
It ended up being a 40-yard gain right off the bat, so it was kind of special. When we looked back at the game, that was almost the highlight of the game for us as a team.
The special didn't stop.
yes, let's give it one of each.
September 7th, a yellow out versus Haggerty. Britton's story uniting rivals.
Well, we just wanted to show full support for Britton and his family, so we all, the whole team, got together and we signed a ball for him.
The team signed a ball.
Brave.
Britton's dad and sister released balloons. From there, the story spread and spread.
It's beyond description. It's overwhelming to have the whole Seminole County come together.
Okay, so let's look at this right here.
Britton's mom, Trent, is the principal at Lake Brantley. The Patriots adopting yellow this season, too.
For me personally, the support, and it's not only my colleagues, it's the students at Lake Brantley, it's the teachers, it's the community.
Britton Strong has even made its way to the NFL. Oviedo alum Blake Bortles wears the bracelet. So does Eagles quarterback Nick Foles. Blake even sent Britton a text.
It means a lot. It's just like, it seems kind of like I'm in a whole different world now.
Through all the chemo, all the support, Britton's had just one wish.
Right as I started chemo, they said, they're like, we don't want to change your life too much. Like, what's the like is there, do you have any like thing you want to do? Like go on a trip or something? I said I wanted to go walk at my senior night because I've been playing since I was 6. Love you guys.
Daniels, sorted by his parents, Jake and Jim, his sister Nancy, and his grandmother Jackie Daniel.
October 19th versus his mom's school, Britton made that walk.
It's kind of like my last hurrah, if you want to say. So, saying goodbye to football, you know. Seniors, you worked your whole life and your football career to this moment. I want you guys to play with everything you have, because I know I would tonight.
Oviedo played the game of their lives. Down 35-10 in the first half, the Lions came back to win 44-42 to clinch the district. They never gave up, just like Britton.
Don't give up. There is an end to this, and even if you don't see it, it's definitely there, and I believe that. And I promise you it's there. You just gotta keep fighting and looking for it. It's gonna come eventually. I love you guys.
Thank you. I love you too.
Thunder and lightning.
I love counting tickets.
You can't have one.
So it's just a little bit more than counting pieces of paper.
Without the other.
I never use all my vacation.
Meet 97-year-old Juanita Lightning Epton.
Well, my husband gave me that nickname when we first got married. He said he never knew when or where I'd strike.
Lightning has been striking in the Daytona ticket office since the beginning.
In the early 50s.
At Daytona, Lightning is just as famous as the drivers. She even has her own fans. People come just to see her.
I've never refused anybody. I don't care. The best I can do is cooperate with them.
She was recruited by NASCAR and Daytona founder Bill France. She's literally never missed working a Daytona race.
Well, I've been here 60 years.
But until this year, she'd never seen one in person.
We were talking, I said, is it true that you really have never been to the start of a Daytona 500? She said, Chip, I sell tickets. How can I be there for the start of the Daytona 500? I said, well, this year I'd like to change that.
So this past February, Daytona president Chip Weil set it up. Lightning watched her first Daytona 500 from a suite.
Well, it was a thrill.
But she didn't stay long.
Then I thought, well, you know what? I better get out. I might have something to do because customers are coming.
She can't sit still and doesn't plan to retire anytime soon.
When that day comes, I'll know it, but I'm not ready right now.
In Daytona, I'm Pat Welter.
I love it.
Spectrum News 13.